We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Willis. I know he thinks he can house every... But sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Takes a handoff. It's Hankins. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam. So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Tulane. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Got enough for the first. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll keep it himself. Finds a little space. There he goes. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tulane.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw, it's Cruz. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Going to the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy. 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense is looking really good in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. It's complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Dropping back, it's Cruz. Time to take a shot. Working that deep right side. An excellent concentration on the catch.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The inside handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now he'll throw back into the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. They'll try the run. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tulane right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll throw it from the red zone. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try it over the left side. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Off play action on first down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Green Wave. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for a man. It's Cruz. Oh, he makes the catch. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
He's got an open man. Lowers those pads. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Slams it ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Back to pass, it's Cruz. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of the quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of...
Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Keeps it on the bootleg, using the quick game. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get it.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by 11 over Baylor. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Cruz. Gonna let it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. To the air, it's Cruz. Moving out of the pocket. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Second down coming up. Corners are going to bail. To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Cruz. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll throw it. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part. Takes it back to the house for 6.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're not
Turning it on! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Got his man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Cruz. Finds his man, it's Edwards. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He's looking deep. Finds a spot in the middle. Hits the crease. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Wants to throw. It's Cruz. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
First down for the offense.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Cruz. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This time on target. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. These corners backing off a bit. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, fires downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious...
Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Hankins. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fakes the ground. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the back. Brings into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. To the ground. He's got it again. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Moncrief. Not the day there. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Ducks in the hurry up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to take it back. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Moncrief. This time he's got his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oregon.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
No, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And, heck, yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Shakes off the defender. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's good. Fights off the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Moncrief. Bears the pressure. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the back. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Trying the left side. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for a loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's Moncrief. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Greenway. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop it.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and then make him forget that.